We here. We here. Hello. I think we're streaming. We good to go. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I am Scott Starboard. This is the Scott Starboard Show. Morgan's going to kill me for having the volume up, but, you know, I think she might forgive me. We'll see. Morgan is in the chat. Morgan Elizabeth, thank you so much. Yo, my girl, what's up? Love me a shit show in the place. My dog, I won't dox you again. Hopefully nobody caught on. Salter Paul, what's up, Salter Paul, my dude? Yo, listen. Hopefully there'll be some more people pouring up in here. So, I'll start all the topics that I've been trying to collect all day. But Morgan had, hopefully Morgan, don't be mad at me. Morgan gave me something good to talk about, to be honest with you. She's like, yeah, I'm doing some cleaning. And I said, yeah, I'm basically a borderline hoarder. And she's like, yeah, I'm sentimental with some shit too. It's like, I have so much stuff that it's like, I don't want to throw away memories. But I remember them anyways, so what the hell do I need it for? I don't know about you guys, but my short-term memory sucks. But I can remember stuff from when I was like 1.5. I don't need to keep ripped t-shirts from New York hardcore shows and metal mosh pits and shit. I really don't. My wife's amazing at seeing stuff and saying, get this crap out of here. And I'll be like, no, that was like our first, bedspread. And she's like, yeah, that's why it's going. And it's like, thank God for her. I love you, honey. Thank you. I love you so much. I'd be a legitimate hoarder if it wasn't for her. I am a hoarder. Thank you guys so much for coming. There's so much to talk about, man. It's absolutely buck wild going on. I was watching, I listen almost every single day at work, but today was like official back to work day. And man, I just had to rush upstairs and grab a couple of Tylenol before. My body is beat. My old bones are beat. I'm telling you, it was a rough day. It was good though. It's a good workout. Yeah, right. I'm exhausted. But anyway, I had a good day, and I finally got. Hopefully, my boss ain't watching. I love you. But I finally got to sit in a chat with a few people, and hang out and have a couple laughs. And in Bubba's show, Bubba, the Love Sponge, is going on Tim Pool's show tonight. That's why. That's good. Bubba should be way, way, way bigger. In my opinion. I mean, not only is he a radio icon, a radio legend, he really is, for those of you guys who don't know who he is, because all the radio greats are either, gone, rest in peace, Rush Limbaugh. I wasn't a big fan of Imus, but my dad, he liked him. He wasn't like a super fan. But, my dad up in heaven, rest in peace, I love you, Dad. He liked Don Imus, and I never really watched him with my dad. It was after, my brother and I had moved out and everything, and he's just trying to find something to fill the time. And, I don't know, and then, of course, you got Howard Stern, give me a break. The dude used to be, radio gold. Honestly, you turn the radio on to drive to work. I had a job where I, was in a truck with like 3 or 4 or 5 other dudes, and they wanted to put on Howard. Yo, put on Howard Stern, man. What are you doing? Put on Howard Stern. We got to hear about the titties, man. There's always bitches in there. It's really only Puerto Ricans, mostly Puerto Ricans up here in Massachusetts. I don't know what the difference in, they don't sound Mexican. I don't know why I'm doing a Mexican accent, but you know what I mean. Puerto Rican's like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? Put on Howard Stern, man. I found my Puerto Rican accent. I knew it was in there somewhere. Hanging with the boys, listening to shit we listened to. Opie and Anthony. Howard, he's kind of like he is today. If you, hopefully you don't watch him. If you do, God love you. I'm still your friend. I can't listen to that fucking, it's like, I don't even know. It's like watching Snow White with an ugly little girl playing Snow White and Gal Gadot playing the evil queen princess. What? Gal Gadot, listen, I don't know, whatever anybody thinks. I'm sorry. Gal Gadot should be playing Snow White. My kids don't even want to see it. They'll see, of course I'm political, but my wife and I, we try to let our kids follow their own path in a way, you know what I mean? Like, we guide them, but they gotta fly in their own direction. So whatever way it is, I'm full of shit because I'm like, fly that way, fly to the right. But, so another, kind of leading into that little segue I'm trying to pull off is Anthony Cumia. Anthony Cumia, speaking of old radio heads, of Opie and Anthony fame back in the day, I'd be like, I'm losing my Puerto Rican accent again. I'd be like, yo, Scott, man, why is he a Mexican? It's Puerto Rico. He's like, hey, man, put on fucking Opie and Anthony. It's Wednesday, man. It's Whipping My Wednesday. Put that shit on, bro. Still sounds Mexican. You get the fucking idea? And I'd be like, all right, bro, I'll put that shit on, Whipping My Wednesday. I swear, in the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, if you were in Massachusetts or probably anywhere that Opie and Anthony were on, and you were driving down the highway, the more time you spent on the highway on a Wednesday, you're going to see a pair of boobies. I could not believe it. Hopefully they're legal, but all ages. I'm telling you, you'd see 60, 70-year-old women, looking over. And, we're in traffic in Boston, driving Boston, congestion. And we're in a work truck. I don't know why. Men want to whistle at women when you're in a construction, setting. And women like to, flash the boobies. Because I'm telling you, they'd be sitting there. We'd be driving. They'd be like, yo, roll the window down. Scott, come on, man. I don't know why. I sound like Cheech and Chong, but roll the fucking window down, man. So fucking, lady would already have her window half down. And you can hear, Now the radios are synced up. And we have... it's live in stereo. And she'd look over. I am not kidding you. This happened all of the time. It was wild. Old lady, never think about it. It looks like she could be your fucking 9th grade math teacher, for crying out loud. Whoop! You're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It was hilarious. But anyway, from that show, Opie and Anthony, all these years later, Opie's he took the Howard Stern route and turned into a big lefty scumbag. We all know leftists can't meme. And what does that mean? Leftists just aren't funny. They're not funny. They're miserable. They're way too serious. We on the right, sometimes we gotta, stick up our ass, so to speak. No Diddy. But, we get butthurt sometimes, but nowhere even close. Like, in memes, memes can be deep. So you need some self-deprecation in that meme somewhere or another. And I think that's one of the reasons why they can't meme, because they take themselves way too serious. They're miserable. They're irrational. They're illogical. It's like, you just can't do it. So we get Anthony Cumia, who went the other direction. He was always kind of in that direction. I remember the first 4 or 5 years, I really couldn't tell which one was which. I just knew the guy with the smoother voice was obviously on the right side. I swear, I'm not just saying this because he was on the right, but he was always funnier. And because I was listening in Boston on oh my goodness, WAAF. And it's a rock radio network out here, and it was like when radio was great, and you had like it's hard to explain. Anyway, like radio was the shit. I mean, we had the internet, but you had to go home for that shit. Nowadays, radio's basically dead. But you still have the old school heads that especially the ones who were kicked out. So Anthony Cumia, said some bad stuff. He was a shock jock, by the way. Just like Stern, just like technically IMS. All these people were like shock jocks. It was just a crappy term to say that they were funny, and they said funny shit that we were all either thinking or wanted to laugh at, and we didn't know it yet. So Anthony Cumia gets bagged, fucking fired for not being woke enough, basically. And he starts his own thing, Compound Media. He's been doing that forever. Long story short, dude just got his show on Sunday. He's just doing with WABC Radio. And I think it's just a good sign, because we all know, ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox, unfortunately, all the major networks are all far leftist. So if ABC is picking them up, that's pretty damn cool. Let me check on the chat. Oh, damn! Everybody's up in here. Truth's Unbreakable is in the place. Thank you for being here so much, Scott. We already know we're twins. Morgan, we twinning, girl. I don't know if that's cringe or not. I remember it was like a TikTok fad saying twinning or something like that, right? I don't know, but we twins anyway. Twinsies. Bad Buddha's up in his place. Bad Buddha's. I love you, dude. I cannot wait for the chat rap meetup in Vegas. Did I say that 500 times yet? You're going to hear it about 10,000 times more until it happens. I cannot wait. It's going to be the shit. Bob Cook. I love you, Bobby. Bob Cook's in the house. And our boy who I got to talk to finally in Bubba's chat earlier, Johnny Z. Friendly. I'm always like, Johnny Z, real quick, I always want to, in the chat, like, just type out, like, Johnny Z. And I was thinking, like, it would be like, Johnny Z. So I'm like, maybe I should put E. So it'd be like, Johnny Z. But you're my boy. If you see me put multiple Z's, just know it's Johnny Z. I love it. I fucking love you all. Natalie McClendon is in the place. Natalie's going to be there with her husband. I can't wait to finally meet you guys. Oh my God, it's going to be amazing. Morgan, how did it go for Alex? Yeah, Natalie McClendon is asking Morgan, how did it go for Alex today? I hope you're feeling better. I was kind of going to save it towards the end, but you know what? We'll bounce around. This is my damn show, and I'll do whatever the fuck I want. Honestly, that's the truth. Like, I took this, like, I know, I always hear Bubba talking about people. Like, there was some dude who called today. I guess he's like a really shitty caller, and, everybody thinks they can do this, including me. I'm no better or different. Everybody wants a shot, right? And he's like calling a Bubba, asking if he can be like, fourth mic or fourth chair or whatever. It's like, what? Like, Doc Matt Steve, like, I know Bubba hasn't really heard his shows. I'm sure he hasn't. Bubba's got, racetrack. He's got all types of shit going on. But I'm sure Lummy and other people have listened to Doc Matt Steve's show. And, like, DNS is he's a friend. I consider him a friend. And yes, I would support a friend no matter what anyway, but I will sit there and listen to, Doc Matt Steve go live or his podcast. And, like, for me, by the way, here we go. Shout out. I was kind of half prepared. I shouldn't be patting myself on the back because all the other stories aren't ready, but that's all right. We're going to do it anyway. But like I said before, I don't know if I'd be, like Bubba always kind of says, like, you might be all right, for like a podcast, but, I don't think you're radio material. It takes a certain type of person like me who could be great at radio. I've been working on my Bubba impersonation. It's like, all right, yeah, the merch crick. It's terrible. I'm sorry. I tried. I'm gonna keep trying. Yeah, it's just wild. It's like, you know, those radio guys, and you can't blame them because it was a skill. Like, Bubba's not wrong. It's a skill. It's a skill. Like, I forget what it's called. It's like hitting the time. So it's like, you'd have a song, and like Casey Kasem. I don't know if I'm too old, if you guys are too young for that, but Casey Kasem used to do the top 40 every Saturday or Sunday. And he's like, this is Casey Kasem. And he knew, like, when you hit play, there's like 18 seconds or 7 seconds or 12 seconds. And this dude and all these radio disc jockeys all over the country, like, knew it off the top of their heads. And it was like, it'd be like, this one goes out to Sarah. Sarah, your boyfriend, Bob wants to say he loves you and he wants you back. And this song is dedicated to you. And it would just stop playing right away. That shit is talent. I mean, you have to have a good voice. And I always worry about mine, to be honest. Like, maybe that's why I wouldn't be good at radio, because I don't know if I have the fucking voice for it. And they always have, like, the microphone up to them. When I'm on stage, like, I don't have a band anymore, unfortunately. But when I was on, in my band, like, I had the microphone up to my mouth. So that's where the sound guys are matching my voice up for this. So if I'm yelling or if I'm being like, I gotta be far away from the mic. So with this shit, I'm fucking trying to get used to it, but it's a pain in the ass. And plus, this microphone is what the fuck is it called? Yeti, Yeti Spaghetti. And yeah, I have a bunch of microphones, and I don't know. This one just sounded perfect, and it was funny because I was looking it up after I already had it. And people are like, oh, what's the best, microphone for starters for a podcast? And they were like, the Yeti's good for starters, middle of the road, or experts, blah, blah, blah. Of course, I want to get a Shure mic. Like, my stage mics are all Shure. And they've been that way for, not for me personally, but they've been, ever since Shure mics came out, that's what you want to get. They just have the best sound. But there's other shit, there's other types of microphones, different, sounds come out of them or whatever. And, but this was cool, but that's why I wanted, like, the mic right near my face. That's what I'm used to. But, and I think it can go deeper. Like, I can be like, what's up? Oh, that's true. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, yeah. But I can't, it doesn't come, when I listen to myself play back, it sounds like I'm like, I'm 15, hello? It fucking drives me a little nuts, but that's all right. Yeah, so let's just get this party started. That was Bob Cook, that was Charlie, a troll, asking for airtime, and Bubba said, why don't you, Charlie, why don't you send in a tape, 35 to 45 minutes, and we'll put you on give you a podcast and see how it goes. Lummy and everybody were just trashing him. It was fantastic. This dude deserved it, too. It's like, but long story short, thank you, Bob, for reminding me, actually. I'm not really doing it, I wouldn't say like I'm a radio guy. I don't think I got I think I could have the chops, but I just started the shit 3 weeks ago. Like, real radio guys, like, they put in years and years of practice, so don't get it twisted. Like, I'm not trying to say, oh, I could do radio. I mean, I could, but not this me. I'd have to have, tons of hours underneath my belt. But those were the times, and that's really what I wanted to do when I was younger. Like I said a while back, listening to Rush Limbaugh was like, man, I want to do this so bad. Because he got to say whatever the hell he wanted. Like, he was such a kingpin, so fast in the game, he could say whatever the hell he wanted. And now we can all say whatever the hell we want with our own podcast, and that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah, he won't make it. Bob Cook's like, Charlie won't make it? You ain't lying. At first, like, I'm still new to the Bubba world. So I'm like, I know I heard him call before. And then Bubba's like, yeah, you always call and complain. And it's like, oh, I know this guy's voice now. And he does. Every time he calls, it's just like crap on, or, to disparage Bubba or like say something negative. It's like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I don't know. I guess this is to each his own. I shouldn't be saying, like, in my mind, I'm like, I was about to say, why would anybody act like that? But it's, I gotta remind myself, not everybody acts the way I do. They should. No, I'm only kidding. No, but I mean, what the fuck? Why you gonna always be, like, I don't know, don't be miserable all the time. Charlie's gotta be a fucking lefty, all I know. Stacey G, thank you. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. I got to talk to Stacey, say hello this morning. Oh, it felt so good because, like I was saying, for the last like 2-3 weeks at work, I'm training and blah 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 blah. So I can't, like, I get an ear pod in, and my phone's hidden so my bosses don't see it. I'm a supervisor, whatever boss. But I still have bosses above me, plenty of them, so I just didn't want to piss them off. They probably wouldn't really care, to be honest with you, but if they said something, now it's like they would have to say it any other time, you know what I mean? So I'm like, why even put it out there? Now I'm back on my own, so they don't care. And I can chat in the chat all I'd like to, so let's check out some stuff, shall we? Yeah, there's all types of craziness going on today. I'm just gonna dig down because I took some stuff over the weekend. Is Matthew Adams here? Dagnabbit. Road mics, yes. Saul DePaul, dude. Road mics were great. I had Elise everything. I had like Elise synthesizers and you name it. Compressors and gate limiters and blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to think if, I don't know if Elise made, I'm sure they made microphones, but I don't know if I have them. There was a few other microphones. Nowadays it's Shure. Like, Shure, you're right. It was, Rode and something else. But Rode mics, I mean, I have a couple upstairs too. I should bust them out. Damn, I really want to do this with Matthew Adams here. We can wait. I don't know if you guys seen this. I don't want to get bopped. Somebody said, even if I'm doing, even if I, technically just did, the 1976, fair right usage and like paused it every 12 seconds and blah blah blah, they're like, they still might bop you. So I was gonna show the Saturday Night Live thing. It's miserable, it's terrible. YouTube. Lady Gaga performed, so she did a couple of skits, I'm presuming, because I didn't see it all. I only saw Shadow of Ezra's X post, and it's like, I wish I could show you. This is so frustrating. I shouldn't even brought it up after, for crying out loud. It's just not funny. Go check it out. It's just not funny. It's so not fun. I want to so bad. I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be fine. And then somebody I know who does this. I was oh man, this weekend was like the highest highs and the lowest lows. Every single thing that could possibly go right, or not even go right. Everything that, like, I wasn't even expecting popped into my lap. And then it would just turn into shit like 2-3 hours later. It's hard to explain, but I mean, I do a lot of editing on the side. I was thinking of, seeing, this is one of the things I wanted to pull up sooner. I still have shit on YouTube, you can see, but like, I have like 5,000 some odd followers on TikTok. I know TikTok sucks, blah, 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 but I'll tell you right now, the reach on TikTok is better than every social media algorithm combined. X has nothing on TikTok. I could post something right now on TikTok within 10 minutes, not even 5 minutes. I'll have 200-300 people watching it. I come back and check like a day or two later, and I'm like, it either has 900 or 2,900 or 29,000. It's wild. I have two videos I've had are in the multi-millions of views. One's Mel Gibson, and it's just like I just did this like silly little funny thing, couple of a bunch of little clips from movies. He was talking about Christopher Walken being a Satanist or whatever. Possibly he was really kind of saying it in jest, but he's also saying like he might not really be Satan, but something's off. So I threw a bunch of little clips of Christopher Walken in there. I was going to show it, but maybe I'll show it tomorrow. I don't know. But I just want to see what you guys think, because a few people that, like, I hate, like, NDAs and not being able to talk. I do videos, not all the time, but at least once or twice a month for a pretty big outlet, to be honest with you. It doesn't pay the bills or anything, but it's just nice. And I'm like, I was just doing great work, and then I do something for another YouTuber. They don't really want to mention it either, because they just don't want. They want their work to. They don't want the work to. I don't think they want to let the shine on a brother. No, they have other people that do it. They have like some writers and shit, but they want it just to be them. So whatever. It's not Alex, by the way. But Alex, that's my boy. Alex like hooks me up. Like I can't respect him enough. Is Mike? Oh, hold on a second here. Hold on a second. I don't know why it should be good. I hope my lips are matching my voice. I watch it back and I'm like I can see on my monitor, and I'm like, it's a kung fu movie. And then when I watch it back later, I'm like, it's perfectly fine. I don't know. I hope you guys are enjoying it. That's all. It's all that matters, honestly. I'm a Celtics fan. I gotta talk Celtics for half a second here. LeBron James is just so pathetic. Watch this. Ready? Whoop.
We talked about the defense with your face.
So he puts his arm out, right? So I watched this like 30 times because I want to see it. It's like the first like 20 times watching it, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't see anything. And then I watched it 10 more times, and I realized, like, there was a little contact with Jason Tatum's elbow and LeBron James's big bushy beard. He did not hurt. He was like, oh, my pussy. Oh, I gotta put my pussy hurts. I need to, somebody carry me off the court. Oh, bitch-ass LeBron. You never, ever, ever, and you all old heads like me, Jordan didn't do that. Magic Johnson did a little bit. Isaiah Thomas did. He was a flopper. Charles Barkley flopped a lot. Larry Bird never flopped. It was amazing. He would take charges. Almost all the Celtics team back then knew just to take charges. Like, just stand there and let them run into you. And then you wouldn't even call it half the time. And these dudes would get up to take a charge from a dude who's 6'8", 300 pounds. And then get up and see how you feel. This dude, LeBron, is such a bitch ass. Oh my God. Watch the Phantom bullshit again. Watch the Phantom hit. Watch, ready? I promise you, he barely, if his elbow somehow actually came in contact with his real chin. It was a baby's touch. It was nothing. LeBron, you suck. I'm sorry. I mean, if you think LeBron's the greatest of all time, that's fine. That's your opinion. But I'm telling you, I would take Michael Jordan, obviously, over all of them. The dude is just magical. I'd take, and it hurts me to say this, but I'd take Kobe second. I wouldn't have said it, but the last, 3 years, maybe even 4 of Kobe was he had it the whole way. And then personally, I'm just going to take Larry Bird next because I want him to be first anyways. But Larry Bird was magical. Dude was special. Nobody will be like him. He was fucking incredible. But when it comes to Michael Jordan was God made Michael Jordan to be a basketball player. So he's literally if you could, it was a game and you could pick stats and you put them all up to 100, it was Michael Jordan. It's just amazing. LeBron can shoot. I don't care what anybody says. When he goes to take a 3-point shot, it goes in almost every time. He doesn't suck. It's not like Bronny James, his son. Oh God, he's gonna kill me now. I don't know if you guys heard, but LeBron was about to beat up Stephen A. Smith. Hey, why are you trying to beat me up? I just said your son sucks. I don't know what the problem is. LeBron went up. He was playing the Lakers are playing the Knicks. Stephen A. Smith sitting there in the front row. He was probably mouthing off. He's like, "What are you doing? Get the ball. Your son's terrible." And the motherfucker, LeBron goes over and he's like, had a Will Smith moment. He's like, "Keep my son's name out your mouth." And you can see it, and he's like, "Keep my son's name out your fucking mouth." And he's like, "No, I don't think I will." No, he probably was like, "Oh, well, what son? I don't know what son you got." And then after he got back to the studio, he was like, "I told him where we're going to stick it." Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. is a fucking character. Dude is a joke. I don't know. He makes me laugh. Stephen A.'s takes are super annoying, but I don't think he's a bad dude. I think he's just playing a role. He's just playing a game. He's playing a character, all right? Oh, my God. He's a fool. All right, we're going to get into some angry shit. This shit pisses me off. This dude, Colin Rugg, I don't even know if, I follow him or anything. No, see, I don't even follow him, but he's always on my fucking timeline. And to be honest, he comes up with bangers. The dude's got good tweets all the time. I should probably follow him, but I don't know. Maybe I'm jealous. He's got so many followers. You know what? I'm just going to say this right now. Certain people, I would never, ever, ever expect libs of TikTok to follow me back. I would never, ever expect ESPN to follow me back. I would never expect, I don't know. Pick your poison. Any big company. Fucking Coca-Cola. I don't know. Fucking Goodyear tires. You know what I mean? Whatever. So when they have, when you go on Goodyear tires X account, if they have 800,000 followers and they're following 2, I don't know why. It's probably just me. I don't get annoyed. I'm not pissed off about it for some reason. But going back to libs of TikTok, Chaya Raichu there, the chick who owns the deal, I didn't do it for her. I wasn't working for her or anything, but I made some stuff about her and she retweeted it once and she liked 5 or 6 of my posts and 3 or 4 of them weren't about her. And I go in Shia Rychek, I think that's her name. I always think of Raichu. But I don't know. And I was just kind of bummed she didn't follow me back. Morgan Elizabeth knows, I said it before, Owen Schroyer's the man. If Owen Schroyer, and I know he wouldn't do this because he's a good dude. But if Owen Schroyer had, like, 1.2 million followers and he wasn't following anybody, big fat goose egg, I would kind of be a little ticked off. Like, what do I gotta follow people back for? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, because there's, like, maybe I am wrong. I could be wrong. It's happened once or twice or 3 times. I don't know if you guys are the same way. I don't know. It pisses me off. So, real quick, let's just go to this dude's thing. Colin Rugg, pulling the rug out from underneath him. Ready? See, this is what I am talking. Who are you? You want to know why I don't follow your ass? This is why. 1.7 million followers. And you're only following 634 people back? I could be wrong. Maybe I am wrong. But for me, when I see that, I'm like, fuck you. Oh, really? Fuck you. Not even that you have to follow me. Like, I don't know you. We haven't interacted. But damn, I know you interact with a ton of other people. Like, what the fuck? Who the fuck do you think you are? I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, please tell me. I don't mind. Believe me. Because I could be wrong, but just when I see that shit, it's like, fuck. Who the fuck do you think you are? Goodyear Tire, motherfucker? You ain't shit. Even though he does have bomb-ass tweets. But whatever. I don't know. This shit out. I'm still all hyped up. He's like, new. I'm gonna guess how he talks. Ready? I have never heard this dude in my fucking entire existence. Let's just see what he looks like. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it like this. He looks like he talks like this. It's kind of Bubba-ish, but he's like, now, the high school runner who is accused of attacking another runner in the head with a baton says it was an accident and wants people to think about her feelings. See, this is why I write whatever the fuck the way I do. I would have capitalized her. Capitalize that shit, bro. It's like, it gives an emphasis. It's why I leave stupid dots, because I don't want it to be a run-on sentence. Sometimes I want it to be a run-on sentence, but a lot of times I'm leaving that time. It's like, a little time. Take some time, and it's like, fuck that motherfucker, and fuck his fucking wife too. Whatever, I don't know, I have terrible examples, but you kind of get the hint. So real quick, this bitch, fucking, you tell me, I know what I think, I want to see what the fuck you guys think. So this bitch is like, yeah, what the fuck? Like, it was a fucking accident, bitch. Fuck you. What about my feelings? It's like, bitch, fuck you. She clocks this poor girl right straight up in the fucking head. Fuck you. I lost my balance and I just clocked that bitch like it was the Waffle House and whatnot and so forth. Ready?
On purpose, they're assuming my character. Everybody has feelings. So,
yeah, like this
you're
bitch you clocked.
physically hurt, but you're not thinking of my mental, right? They're going off of one angle. A couple times hitting her, my baton got stuck behind her back like this, and it rolled up her back. I lost my balance, and when I pumped my arms again, she got hit. I know my intentions, and I would never hit somebody on purpose. They're assuming my character, calling me ghetto, racist slurs, death threats, all of this just because of a 9-second video.
Yup, because you ghetto as shit and you're a piece of shit. You might be the nicest girl in the world, but not in that video, bitch. That's why you're getting called the fuck out. So, I fucking used to run track when I was in school. This is how you have the baton. Fucking go. Go, 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 go. I knew one dude, he ran like this. And the coach, whatever you want to call it, teacher, whatever, was like, no. You're going to clock yourself like that. One of these days. So the dude had to, like, learn how to, like, kind of swing his arms. He looked goofy as shit, but he was the fastest motherfucker there. He was usually the last one, or I was the last one. And you gotta, like, come on, give me that baton. Give me that baton. Go! Fucking go! Right? So, you don't hold, like, nobody goes like this. And you can see in the video, she's running like you're supposed to. Fucking dipping, right? Watching out so she doesn't hit herself with the fucking stupid thing. And then she's like this. What the fuck are you talking about, you lying sack of shit? She's like, oh, and they're being racist. People are just being racist to piss you off. That's all anybody's doing. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares what stupid fucking color you are. Nobody gives a fuck. She's a piece of shit on top of being a fucking piece of shit. It's like, bitch, you fucking clobbered that girl. But I'm calling you a piece of shit and you clobbered another black girl. Fuck you. When, if she was a skinny dude, we'd be like, you fucking string bean ass bitch. And what is he gonna be like? Oh, you're making fun of my weight. Oh, it's bullshit. It's like, fuck you. She's trying to deflect. What about my poor feelings? Fuck your feelings, bitch. You should be out here saying, I am so sorry. We all know it wasn't an accident. But at least keep up with that lie. Just the way you're talking, you are fucking ghetto trash, bitch. I guarantee that other girl, she is fucking her shit. She fucking lost the race because you clocked her over the head like 2 or 3 times, you fucking piece of shit. When I saw this earlier, I'm like, there's so much to talk about. Fucking Stacey, I don't know if you even linked the shit to myself. Stacey Abrams got caught. Surprise! I'm pretty sure it was fucking Elon Musk exposed her through Doge's fucking shit. I didn't save the thing, so I'm just gonna talk about it now. Stacey shitbag Abrams ran for fucking governor of fucking Georgia, lost, said, I didn't lose and I ain't going nowhere and I didn't hit her with the baton, you racist big good champ. And it's like, fuck you. So everybody started like, she was like the fucking president in like Star Trek The Next Generation, some stupid fucking Star Trek show. People just throwing money at this bitch. And it wasn't enough money apparently because she got like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 billion dollars from fucking Joe Biden to start some bullshit ass it's always to fucking save the environment. It's always a fucking, global warming my ass. How many fucking degrees did you fucking drop the world's temperature? Is the Earth's temperature lowered at all? No? Then give us our fucking money back. I've had it. If anybody wants fucking money, our tax money. You want to fucking throw your own money out? You don't. That's why you don't use your own money. You use our money. But if somebody wants to spend their own money, go right ahead. And if somebody can actually prove that they are going to drop even a fucking half a degree, because climate change is fake as fuck. It's so fucking fake. Back when my parents were going to school, it was, there's going to be no water left. Oh, the water's gone because you and your family are brushing your teeth and leaving the water running. That was my parents' time. They, like on the cover of Time magazine, it's like the dry earth. And it was like, the fucking earth looks like hell and there's no water on it. Oh, you know what happened though? Fucking people and by the way, they knew this back then, but it got out into the public that, actually, every single drop of water, no matter what the fuck, where it come from, whether a dinosaur fucking drank it and pissed it out, whether you put it in a little beaker, whether you put it in your refrigerator, no matter where the fuck the water comes from, it goes up into the atmosphere and turns into gas. And then as it tries to go into one of the stratospheres of our atmosphere, it crystallizes. And now it has weight to it. It's a mass again. It collects, freezes, falls down, and then it breaks up a little bit, and that's how we have clouds, and it rains it back down. So fuck you, I can leave the water running while I brush my teeth, you lying fucking sacks of shit. And if you go all the fucking way back to the 60s and 70s, whatever the hell it was, when my parents would go to school, hearing all this bullshit, telling their family, telling their mother and father who fucking bust their ass to fucking raise them. You're doing the environment harm. You're running the water too long. It's like, they're like, go fuck yourself. No offense, but go to your fucking room. And when I was younger, it was the fucking stupid ozone layer. Your parents are using hairspray, and the hairspray and the Aquanet and the whatever was the shit back then. I forget, but the fucking hairspray using. I felt like an idiot. I think I was in like second grade. So however the hell old you are in second grade, these people tricked me for about a half a day. And they're like, oh, so I went home, and like my father, he used to rock this hairstyle too, so he'd throw a little couple squirts of hairspray and shit. He's pimping. He looked like Elvis though. He rocked that shit like what? He's a pimp. All the ladies loved him, but he loved my mom, and that's where I got it from. So he'd never cheat on my mother, and I'd never cheat on my wife. But I went home from school, and I'm like, we have to throw out all the aerosol cans, and we can't use hairspray anymore. And my parents looked at me, and they're like, why? Both of them. They weren't even looking at each other. They were looking straight at me. And I'm like, well, there's a hole. It's burning a hole in the ozone. And my father, by the way, had the loudest, most infectious laugh of all time. It was a stand-up comic's dream laugh. It shook the whole room. You couldn't not laugh if my father was laughing. He had this huge, uproarious, thunderous laughter. It was fucking golden. And I miss it every day, by the way. But, and he just like laughed in my face. And my mother's smiling, and she's laughing a little bit too. And they're like, Scott, you think it's going all the way up there and it's not, being filtered out and it's not dispersing? He's like, don't listen to them at school. They're just lying to you. And I'm like, I trusted my parents, and I knew, I'm like, every kid probably trusts their parents, I'm sure. But I'm like, with that laugh, to see my dad laugh like that, and he was like a joke teller. This dude all he would do is go up to random people, go up to his friends, go up to anybody, go up to politicians and cops, and he's like, hey, and he just tell a fucking joke, and it was fucking hilarious. He had fucking hundreds of them. And when he'd hear a new joke, he'd just like remember, and practice it over and over, and just so he could fucking make somebody laugh. He just loved to enjoy laughing and making other people laugh. What do you know? Chip off the old block. And so that's what all this shit is. And the second I heard this global warming crap in the late 90s, I'm like, this is bullshit. And then Al Gore came out and he said, the earth has a fever. I'm like, yeah, the hell it does. I'm like, this guy's going to try and make money off this shit. I don't, Facebook wasn't around back then, but I swear if I went on to, my daughter's there. I bring her on, but I don't want weirdos out there to see. I want you weirdos to see him, not the other weirdos. She's beautiful. What the hell was I saying? She kind of messed me up, but that's all right. It was a happy mess up. But I knew Al Gore was full of shit. I knew the whole fucking thing. Like, maybe if I go to AOL or whatever the hell shit was, America Online chat rooms, I guarantee you I said it. My friends back then were like, I mean, it could be real, but, I don't know. Well, it's like, motherfucker, do you guys love me? Trust me? Have I ever steered you wrong? Trust me, it's bullshit. And then what do you know? They're like, well, we want to come out with carbon credits, and it'll be on your automobile insurance. And what we're going to do in your automobile insurance is we're going to put a little thing on the computer, and it's going to see how much carbon you used, and you can buy the carbon credits so that you can... I'm like, shut the fuck up. Fuck you. Fuck you. That's what I say. Fuck you. It was like 20 degrees or whatever the fuck it was. Even if it was 5 degrees hotter with the dinosaurs, why are you fucking out of your mind? The trees eat fucking carbon. So the trees are eating the carbon that the fucking gas fumes are putting out. We should be plentiful with every fucking thing. Fuck you. I'm not fucking doing your carbon credit tax. Fucking no more fucking billions for Stacey Abrams. By the way, which I'm pretty sure from what I heard earlier, I was watching Trish Regan a little bit, and she was talking about it. She's got some clickbait-ass titles. She said, Stacey Abrams arrested. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to use that shit. I'm going to put on mine, Stacey Abrams arrested. I watched her whole fucking stream, and nobody got arrested. I was like, bitch, come on, Trisha, you don't need that shit. You're good, girl. Don't be clickbaiting a motherfucker. I was going to watch it anyway. I need some shit for my show. But that's the way that fucking shit goes. Let me see. Owen, hell yeah. Owen Shroy is the fucking kingpin. He follows other people. He follows Morgan. I wish he'd follow me, but that's okay. That's fine. Him and Morgan, have, communicated, so it makes sense. For real, these people are out of their fucking minds. It's like, you must be the biggest egotistical, narcissistic motherfucker to be a regular person. Like I've said 15 times already, if you have a business, that's fine. That's just fine. Like that new dude, Retard Finder. You want to know why I haven't followed? Actually, I just started following him over the weekend. But you know why I didn't follow him right away? Because he follows 0 people back. And it's like, you don't have a business? Your business is it's like the most basic shit I've ever seen in my life. This Retard Finder thing is going to die faster than it fucking came. I promise you. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. I just talked about all this shit, so it would be like, instead of me saying all the shit that I said about, Al Gore or Stacey Abrams, and I just said, found one. And to be honest, it is kind of funny. It is, but I think it's a gimmick, and when I see this motherfucker doesn't follow anybody back. And I read his shit. His post was like, yeah, a lot of people are mad and jealous of me that I'm getting, growing so fast, and they're saying I'm paid and this and that. This is my 5th X account, and I've tried different accounts, and this one finally worked. So why don't you try being happy for me for a change? And right then, I said, oh, for you. This isn't a business, right? This isn't fucking Chili's. I don't expect Chili's to follow me back, motherfucker. But your shit is so fucking lame, and it's just you. I don't know if I'd say lame. I have laughed at it. I've laughed at Retard Finder shit, but it's like, bro, you're a person. Treat other people the way you'd like to be treated. You didn't like it when your 4 other accounts sucked, right? Nobody followed you. Nobody gave a fuck. And you hope people follow you. People want to be followed back. It's fucked up. I think I have 1,852 followers or something like that. I just saw it earlier. And I follow back 1,513 people back. Yeah, there's 300 difference. You know what the 300 are? Bots! I don't follow porn bots and fucking crypto bots. I follow everybody else. You follow me, I'll follow your ass back. Because this is a, give and take in life. Some people I look at, I'm like, damn, they don't even tweet. I shouldn't have liked them, but I shouldn't have followed them back. But who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck. I don't know. My kids tell me, they're like, oh, if I go on Instagram or TikTok and shit, and I see, someone who follows a lot of people back like you do, Dad, I won't even follow. I'm like, why? I don't know. It's just it's kind of cheesy. And I'm like, so you are, not attracted, but you are, attracted seeing oh, they don't follow anybody back. I'm going to be another follower. And they're like, Dad, that's just the way it is with a lot of people. All my friends are like that. She's even heard one of her friends saying oh my God, this girl, whoever the fuck it was, I think it was on Instagram. This girl has 2 million followers, but she's following back 200,000 or 120,000. She's like, that sucks. What the hell are we teaching kids? I don't know. When I grew up, it was mutual respect. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know. Like I said, if it's some fucking business, that's one thing. But a regular person, come on, bro. And I'm not saying you gotta follow me back either. If you're, Colin Jost here, whatever his fucking name is, pulling the rug out of Colin's, out from under Colin here. I don't interact with you. You don't interact with me. So I'm not saying me, but out of what do you have, like almost 3 million followers or something? It's like, you can't follow back like 20,000 of them? Oh, I could bitch and moan. Let's get to Wendy Williams real quick. We got some time. Oh, shit. Alex isn't on tonight, so we get a little extra time. I was hoping Matthew Adams would be in here, but he's not. I know this is work time. He's in Washington State. I'm going to talk about it a little bit, but I want to review the video with him here, because first of all, I just want him to be here when I do it, but I really would like some input, to and from, like live input too. Because I have questions, and I've been biting my tongue all weekend. Like, we texted a couple of times and about it, and I'm like, she did so good. I totally forgot. One of my daughters had something this weekend, and he's like, are you gonna watch it live at 2:00 on Saturday, 2:00 in the afternoon Saturday, or just review it on your show on Monday? And I'm like, both, dude, both. And I'm like, oh, it was like 5 o'clock. It was like 4:30, 5 o'clock, and I'm like, oh no, I couldn't even have done it anyways because I would have looked like a bad dad. But I had daddy duties. So I don't know if you guys know about Wendy Williams. That girl's like, hi girl, what's up, girl? I got a TV show. I'm Maury Povich. I'm the new Jerry Springer girl. Kind of look like a dude, but I don't know. I always like Wendy Williams. I'm picking on her, and I shouldn't right now. I was picking on the old Wendy Williams, but Wendy Williams, I don't know if it was from like alcohol or like a car accident, but something, right? But she got like temporary. It's not like true like Alzheimer's or whatever the fuck it's called. Like she, like, when it first, whatever happened, car accident, something, stroke, something, like, she did have, like, what would be considered, like, Alzheimer's. And then she, fucking family locks her up, and she's, like, literally in a fucking, like, an apartment jail, or whatever you want to call it. And she's, like, for like the first year or whatever, she didn't even fight back because she had fucking like, acute Alzheimer's. Well, it's not chronic because it's gone. I mean, I'm sure there's still some like forgetful parts of her brain, but she's back and her family's keeping her locked in there, taking all of her millions, I am sure. Let this bitch out. Like, come on. Nobody deserves this. This is bullshit. Well, some people might, but I wouldn't even do it to them because I want to go to heaven. It's like, you did your crime. Wendy Williams didn't do anything wrong except just be a bossy bitch. And I liked her, to be honest with you. I didn't watch a show, but when I'd see clips, or even if I was flipping through the channels I could ever sit down and watch TV, I'd turn on Wendy for a second if it was just like, come on, girl. It was funny. It was kind of ridiculous, but it's better than Saturday Night Live. Watch this real quick. This is fucking terrible. Sorry, I didn't get to watch that. The thing said that she threw. Wendy Williams was taken away by ambulance after dropping a desperate note from her window and begging for help. I didn't see it in that video. It was just like, we all know what the outdoors sounds like. There was no words. She's been placed in an assisted living facility by her family and is reportedly not allowed outside. Police responded to her unit after finding a note that read, "Help, Wendy. It's me, Wendy, help." Williams has been fighting her court-ordered guardianship, claiming she is rarely permitted to leave her room. Listen, I free Tiger King, free Wendy Williams. come on. I know I was wrong. I'll admit it. I was one of the people who was like, free Britney. I still think it was... No, I don't. She's a fucking disaster. Like, I don't know. That, like, she definitely should at least be monitored. Like, I know they had her in lock and chain. Like, they were spending her money and shit. It was like, there's something wrong with Britney, for sure. But to be honest, I think, you know, freeing Britney was still a good thing, but she does need someone like a chaperone, somebody to help her, a chaperone, or, you know, a fucking caregiver, something like that. At least somebody to check on her, you know, every like few hours. Otherwise, she's like dancing in her bikini with steak knives on fire and shit. She's like, look at me. Oh yeah. It's like, no. It's not looking good, girl. You toxic, just toxic bum sticking out. You toxic bum sticking out. I was gonna talk about this a little bit too, but maybe I'll bring it up tomorrow because this is getting a little late. You know, it's only so this dude, Illuminati bot, rare footage inside World Trade Center Building 7. Rip Tower 7. Morgan's always like Rip Tower 7. On 9/11, after the destruction of the Twin Towers, this 47-story steel frame skyscraper completely collapsed due to office fires a few hours later. And he's like, notice anything interesting? Please, in your X tweets, stop asking questions, because half the time I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to look for. Treat me like I am 5 and tell me what I'm supposed to look for. No, I'm not kidding. This one you can kind of tell. There's smoke all over the joint. I'm sure there's fires. A regular office fire it can't get hot enough to bend steel. That's why you make these buildings out of steel. It's bullshit. I don't know if you know the whole story. I wish I had more information here for you. Maybe I will as time goes on. A dude bought the World Trade Tower buildings, I think 4 or 5 of them or something. And he got the craziest sweetheart of an insurance deal on the 2 big ass buildings in Tower 7. It's like getting hit by airplanes, and it's like, oh, you pay, $700,000 a year for this insurance, but if the fucking buildings go down, you're gonna be worth $20 billion, or whatever the fucking price is. And what do you know? A month later, who'd have known? I was gonna say it could be bullshit. It's fuck that. I believe there are some coincidences. I do. It's like you just meet a new boyfriend and girlfriend, and you're like, oh, I'm finally over my ex, and then you go, into a supermarket, somewhere where you would, where you go to a movie theater 20 miles away, and fucking all of a sudden, this person who you have this, boyfriend or girlfriend, if you're a girl or a guy, whatever, or if you're whatever, and then all of a sudden they're there, and it's like, maybe it's not a coincidence, but I'll give that at least. That could be a coincidence. Shit like this is not a coincidence. Al Gore, is like the earth has a flavor. That ain't a fucking coincidence. Look at this poor prick. I feel so bad. I don't know if you guys follow this dude, Tommy Sotomayor. I think that's how you say his name, Sotomayor. This dude hates black women. He's a black dude, and he hates black women. And he'll probably say, I don't hate black women. I just give them a bunch of shit until they act right. That's fine. It's all you, bro. Whatever you want to do, show, you're free to speak however the fuck you want to speak. He's like, black women love to claim white women try to ruin black rich men's lives, but 98% of athletes and men with money end up on child support. getting cheated on, robbed, murdered, broken in jail due to all these black whammas. Motherfucker's crazy. Oh, not that he's wrong at all. Xavier Worthy, who plays for the Kansas City Chiefs, hired a private investigator and that private investigator caught his fiancée, who, Tiara Jones, who happens to be a hurdle world record holder. Not just some, like, floozy off the street. You would think, an athlete would have, an understanding not to fucking destroy the other person. And he caught that bitch, Tia Jones, cheating on his ass. He's on the fucking Chiefs. What's wrong with you, bitch? He asked her to leave his house, and she refused. She put hands on him, and he called the police. He pressed no charges. Stupid. That was his second dumbest mistake. First dumbest mistake was fucking hook up with this bitch. You knew better, dude. She pressed charges, and he gets arrested. She cheated. He pointed it out. She beat him. He doesn't press charges. She lies and says she got hit. He goes to jail. Fucking crazy, y'all. Later, the DA dropped the case because Tia Jones lied to authorities that he hit her. Xavier Worthy is now a free man. Free at last. Free at last. My God almighty, this motherfucker's free at last. She faces no charges, and black women won't talk about this shit. She says on her profile, she's a woman of God. Yeah, right. Yet, like most black women, keeping their legs closed and telling the truth are two things they can never do. I know your pain, brother. I've been there, and there is no more pain loving a woman and finding out she's a piece of chip. Rest in pieces, my bro. Like, this dude thought he had a real... Look at... And she's, little thick queen. His little thick quank. She got the Gucci on. She doing fine. She didn't get that money from fucking hurdling. She got it from hurdling this fool. I don't know. I just saw it, and I'm like, you know what? Let's talk about it a little bit, because that's some fucked up shit. Not that men don't do their fair share of bullshit, but I found it interesting, nonetheless. Oh man, I got so much shit. Robbie's up in the place. What's up? Still here. Morgan said, I'm still here. Dylan just got home and I'm still cleaning. Morgan's throwing everything up. Morgan's like, fuck it, it's all going. True facts. Truth unbreakable. She's like, true facts. It's deliberate. They are keeping her in prison. Talking about Wendy Williams. They're keeping Wendy Williams in prison. She knows too much, especially when she is of sound mind. You fucking damn right. This is bullshit. Somebody said she's connected with the Diddy stuff. I mean, she, if you remember her talk show, she had dirt, and everybody's throwing, rumors and shit at her for her show. So she knows, and she's been to some parties, I think. So I wouldn't doubt it. Robbie! Said West Coast time and traffic still made it. Hell yeah, brother. There you go. Oh, I'm glad you guys are here. I'm just gonna get to before I get to I'm gonna end it with this, but let's check out Alex. So Alex, maybe he can explain it better, right?
Alright guys, I'm here with my attorneys and my baby prepaid. We just did jury selection. We like the jury. Stay tuned. The court case starts now officially. I'm going to be taking the stand today, so stay tuned. Next time I'll be talking to you, the case will be done for the first day, so it should be around 5 p.m. Central. Wish me luck. Peace. Alright guys, I'm here with my attorneys.
So, if I'm not mistaken, they wouldn't let Alex speak at I don't know if it was Congress or some kind of federal, he does all the the town hall, city hall meetings. So I'm pretty sure it was like a federal hall meeting or whatever. So they wouldn't let him do it. It's been like 3 years or something like that. And they finally brought the case up. So Alex is taking it to trial. The feds, they always think they can win every case. And, it's like, oh, we have a 98 percentage rating. Well, that's when it's you locking up criminals. Not the other way around. Your rate is like 60-40. And it's like, yeah, you successfully win 60% of the lawsuits against you, but you lose 40% of them. You might as well flip a coin. And prime time 99 is coming for that ass. I guarantee he's a fool. And his lawyer's not a fool either. They better win. And I hope he gets a fucking boatload of money. He's like one of the only people out there. I shouldn't say one of the only. At least one of the only ones I personally know who's fighting for our First Amendment right. I fucking love you. God bless you, Alex. Win, brother. Win, please. Please. I know you will. I know you're going to win this shit. All right, let's end it with this one. I don't know who the hell Sam Cedar... Whoops. I don't know who Sam Cedar is. I'm going to be honest. I've heard his name 5,000 times. If you haven't seen this shit yet, be prepared. This Spanish-looking dude is a genius. We're talking about retard finding and blowing up real fast. This dude right here, I don't know his name, but we need to learn it fast. This guy's got skills, boy. I was blown away. Like, I know Sam Cedar's like some shitty leftist, like, psychopath dude, but so it's gonna be pretty damn easy to beat him in a debate. This guy who he debates, we need to know his name. That's all I'm saying. Ready? So watch this. Ready? Let's win.
Nice to meet you. Okay, so I would like to touch on the religious fundamentalist aspect. Yeah. Are you an atheist?
I'm a Reformed Jew. I don't have a strong belief in the existence of God, but I don't think that religion in and of itself is bad.
Okay, so what's wrong with religious fundamentalists? So like when you said trans rights and women's rights or something like that?
Well, the problem I have with religious fundamentalists, and really more, I guess it's really theocrats, is that they want to impose their morality that comes from their religion on the rest of us, and I don't. But
morality, from your view, is going to be a preference, right? It's not morality; it's a preference. So morality without a foundation is going to reduce you to a preference.
Well, I have a foundation for my morality.
Which is what?
It's a humanist vision of what basically creates as little suffering as possible for as many people.
Okay, so you're like a consequentialist? Utilitarian?
I don't really bother myself with being a consequentialist or a utilitarian.
It's always going to reduce you to a preference. So if you say that killing is wrong and I say it's right, you would really have no contention with that.
Well, no, I don't base my understanding of civil society on religion. And so we have a civil society, we have laws that we have decided as a society in a democratic way, and for some people it's okay for it to be informed by their religion, that's okay.
Okay, perfect. So if tomorrow society comes together and we say, hey, trans folks don't deserve rights, you would be okay with that?
No, I would be against it, but I mean it would be
morally right under your
not
view.
Morally right. No, I'm not talking about morals.
Okay, so here's where I'm getting to, right? Religious foundations provide an ethical framework for one to live their life off.
I believe you can have an ethical framework without.
And if we take the leftist view to its logical tail end, to its extreme view, you have low reproductive birth rates. You have a reproductive dead end, so two men together can't reproduce unless they have to take from a healthy straight couple. Religion provides this foundation where you do prioritize the nuclear family.
So do you have a problem with gay people being married?
It's not that I have a problem. I just don't see a justification for why they ought to be gay outside of it just feels good. Can you give me another justification for it?
Well, I think maybe that's the way they were born.
Okay. What about pedophiles? Are they born that way?
They may be, yeah.
Okay, so should we let a pedophile off the hook since they were born that way?
No, I think we as a society is just...
Should implement duties to prevent them from acting on that innate urge, correct?
Well, I think between consenting adults, it's a different thing than...
Okay, so you're okay with a 45-year-old dad with a 19-year-old daughter as well? Incest.
No.
If they consent, you're okay with that?
No, I think society has also determined that it's like it's not beneficial.
Right, there's duties and obligations that we have, so religion provides those duties. Life isn't about freedom and exercising what you want.
I mean, well, you want to impose your religious doctrine
No,
on me,
because
and I don't want that.
you just admitted we need duties. We have responsibility as a society to keep us functioning, to keep us thriving. Your leftist view, the liberal view, doesn't provide anything besides it just makes me feel good. Religion does. So what's your argument?
Damn! Oh my god! Have you guys seen that? If you haven't seen that, holy shit! I fucking was listening to that shit on my way home. I'm like, oh my god! This dude is on fire, bro! What? Holy shit, that was so good. Alright, guys. I'm gonna get off. Yes, it's about that time. Please go watch Dark Match Steve. I think he's coming on at 8 or 8:30. I believe. Yeah, he's probably coming on at 8 because Bubba the Love Sponge is gonna be on Timcast. If you want, you can watch Timcast and just, and you can have your fucking, make a funny comment that nobody reads because there's 58,000 fucking assholes in the fucking comment section. And bye-bye. Bye-bye. The funny thing I said is gone. I can't stand that shit. I mean, you want people to be successful. I get it. And slow mode, sucks. I hate being in slow mode. Something's got to be done. These damn successful people. No, I'm only kidding. Please go watch Dark Match Steve at 8. And that's where I'm going to watch the Tim stuff at, because I'd rather be with you guys than a bunch of strangers howling in the fucking, yelling into the fucking moonlight that nobody hears the shit. You know what I mean? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I love you guys so much. I'll be back tomorrow at 6. Probably 6 to 6:55, because Alex will definitely have his show regular at 7 o'clock. If not, we'll go a little extra, but at least be here for 6 o'clock. I love you guys so much. Go to Dark Match Steve's channel in like a half hour. Like I said, I came home, I took a shower real quick, and I just ran down here and did some shit. So I still got a bunch of shit to do. But it's all good. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow at 6. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Peace.